Ora da, croeso, Ray's Duolingo Welsh Adventures. For this video we're going to go into this one, present one, which is just about some basic intro into the present tense of verbs in Welsh. So let's have a look at the notes. Also, please remember there are occasionally known glitches in the computer-generated voice. The course team can do nothing about this, so please do not report audio faults. They've already been noted and they may be able to be fixed in the future. Okay, right. Simple sentences. Every verb can be used to make simple sentences in a standard way using forms of another verb, bod, meaning being or to be. We have already met two forms of bod, dwi, I am, and dychi, you are. Now, hoffi is one of several words meaning like, liking, or to like. To say I like, we link I am, dwi, with liking, hoffi, using a small word which does not actually translate into English when used like this, in. In this pattern, the basic word in is changed to apostrophe n if it follows a word ending in a vowel. So I like is made up of dwi in, dwi plus in plus hoffi, giving us, remembering that in the apostrophe ends up, dwi'n hoffi, I like. Note how dwi and apostrophe n are joined together, so dwi'n, and so, following the same idea, but this time with dachi, you are, we get dachi'n hoffi, you like. So what do you and I like? Coffee, perhaps? And the Welsh word for coffee is almost exactly the same as in English, coffee. So dwi'n hoffi coffee, and that just rolls off the tongue nicely. And dachi'n hoffi coffee, you like coffee. Note that although apostrophe n and in here is not actually translated into English, it does act as a marker showing that the action is in progress, unfinished. Like a little bit like present continuous, but I'm guessing Welsh just uses that for present tense in general. Later in the course you will find other words used instead of in to mark completed or newly completed actions. But we don't like coffee. The usual word for not in Welsh is ddim. So dwi ddim, I am not. So dwi ddim un hoffi, I do not like. Note that the in is separated from dwi ddim by a space. It does not get changed to apostrophe n. That's because dim ends with a consonant, not a vowel. So dwi ddim un hoffi coffee, I don't like coffee. And dachi ddim un hoffi coffee, you don't like coffee. Note that Welsh makes no distinction here between the English do not and don't. Do we like things? With dwi and dachi, we can turn them into a question just by lifting our tone of voice at the end of the sentence, as we do when asking them in English. So, dachi'n hoffi salsig is do you like sausages? Dwi'n hoffi coffee? Do I like coffee? Some dialect variations. Welsh has a number of dialects, 4 or 5 main ones, with large areas of geographical overlap. Different generations also tend to use different language patterns too, just as with any modern language. You may live in one of those areas and you may already be learning some slight variations from the forms we generally use on this course. Don't worry about it, just ask your local tutor for advice if this applies to you. Well, since I'm living in Scotland, that kind of doesn't really matter, but one common variation is in a phrase we introduced you to in this section, dachi, you are. In parts of northwest Wales, particularly, you may be learning this as dachi, with an A rather than a Y, which reflects a local pronunciation. All the way through this course you can respond with dachi instead of dichi if you wish. Later on in the course you will also meet dachi being used as a prompt. It is important to become familiar with some simple dialect variations as they do come up in the national media, and you will hear them all over Wales because people travel around so much. We don't change the way we speak just because we are working and living in or visiting a different area. There is some more information about the Welsh dialects in the notes for a later section called Dialects. Note, in this introductory course we do not cover many dialect variations, just those few commonly taught in the 2 introductory levels in course for adults under the National Learn Welsh scheme. Okay, so you can find out more about that at learnwelsh.cymru. Right, so let's start the lesson. Right. You can probably see at the start of the video the
Dwi'n hoffi te, coffi a llaeth.
So, I like te is tea, coffee is coffee, and llaeth is milk. So I like tea, coffee, and milk. Tea, just come across that. Te.
Te.
Nice, easy, that one.
Llaeth.
Llaeth. Milk.
Llaeth. Dwi'n hoffi te, coffi a llaeth.
That's, so it's I like tea, coffee, and milk.
Dwi'n hoffi te.
Dwi'n hoffi te.
Te. Dwi'n hoffi Owen a Megan.
That's I like Owen and Megan. Coffee is coffee. There we go. That was a nice easy one. Just if you're interested, I'm doing ifedd coffee. I'm drinking coffee. I do hope I got that right. We'll soon find out. Right, so let's carry on. Yeah, these are quite short lessons.
Dwi'n bwyta bara a Celsig.
So dwi'n, I eat or I am eating. Eating. Bara is bread. Bwyta is eating. So I'm eating bread, and Celsig is sausages. I know that bara because I've just heard of a cake in Welsh called bara brith, and bara is, well, that's where I learned bread. So it literally means brith bread. Don't know what brith means yet, but so I like eating sausages. Dwi'n hoffi bwyta Celsig. Yeah, you don't need to worry about changing verbs. You just when it comes to like variations, like in the using the present continuous or the present participle or whatever.
Dwi'n hoffi cennin.
Dwi'n hoffi
cennin.
Cennin is leeks. So I like leeks.
Dwi'n bwyta bara a Celsig.
So I eat bread and sausages.
Dwi'n hoffi cennin a Celsig.
Dwi'n hoffi
cennin a Celsig.
I like leeks and sausages.
Dwi'n hoffi Celsig a bara.
That's I like sausages and bread.
Dwi'n hoffi cennin a Celsig.
I like leeks. Oops. Nearly spelt leeks wrong there. And sausages. There we go. And if you'd like to continue, please, because I need to hurry up and finish this because I kind of need to visit the lab, but Not that you need to know that. I'll finish these lessons first. I can hold it in. No, go back to this one. Yes. Right, start. Dwi'n
bwyta peas.
That's I eat peas. It's a nice easy one. I am not drinking water, so do I ddim un yfed dŵr. Actually, no, I can't really hold it in. I'll be back in a second. Let me just pause this. And we're back. Sorry, I just made myself a wee cup of coffee while I was at it.
Dwi ddim yn yfed dŵr.
Alright, let's go. So, do. Let me just read that again.
Dwi ddim yn yfed dŵr.
Dwi
ddim yn yfed dŵr.
I'm not drinking water.
Peas.
Beer. Oh, that's cwrw.
Dwi'n yfed dŵr.
That's I'm drinking. Oops, I'm drunk. I'm drinking water.
Dwi ddim yn hoffi cwrw.
I don't like beer. There we go. So let's continue. I think we've just got one more lesson to do from this. Yep, one more to go. Let's do this.
Dwi'n mwynhau yfed coffi.
That's I don't. Mwynhau is enjoy. So I enjoy drinking coffee. As you can tell by the fact that I made a cup of coffee in between that little toilet break. Do you like television?
Dych. Hoffi.
Dych hoffi.
Teledu. Dwi ddim yn yfed dŵr chwaith.
Oh, bloody hell. Dwi ddim
yn yfed dŵr chwaith.
Alright, so that's dwi ddim yn yfed dŵr chwaith. That's don't you drink water together. No, I don't drink water either.
Dwi'n mwynhau yfed coffi.
That's I enjoy drinking coffee. Meat. Oh, I've completely forgot what meat is. Oh, yeah. It's C-I-G, cig.
Dych chi'n bwyta selsig?
That's, are you eating sausages? Yes.
Dych chi'n hoffi teledu?
Do you like TV? Or do you like television? But I'm lazy. Just put TV. And there we have it. That's present. That is present tense 1 complete for Welsh. So thank you very much for watching. Sorry about that little toilet break in the middle, but so next video we will discuss, or I'll go through, not really discuss anything. We'll go through present tense 2. And then we'll go on to clothes and work and stuff. And then we've got all this to look forward to. Right. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again soon for another video. Hwyl fawr.